This is KGW News at Sunrise.
They miss it. They miss their teachers. They miss their classroom. And I would say that some of them were doing math just for fun, which I love.
Today, still no class at Portland Public Schools. Coming up, students weigh in on the strike that's kept them out of the classroom.
Also, a steep fine for Multnomah County's only ambulance provider, and it may not be a one-time thing. We will hear from the county about making sure this life-saving service is available when you need it.
And happy birthday to the Fremont Bridge. Wow. Yeah, the Fremont Bridge opened up 50 years ago today to traffic, so we're going to take a look back at the bridge's history coming up here at 5:15. I'll start this hour with a quick trivia question. I'm not asking you because I know that you know the answer. And I'm not going to ask either of you because you might get mad at me for putting you on the spot and you'll give me an elbow. So it's your question, Rod, sorry. As you head to the weather wall for the update. Yeah. The Fremont is 50 years old today. What is Portland's youngest bridge? The newest bridge, if you will.
Oh, that's easy. You talking about the... I'm going to say the Tillicum Crossing.
Yep. Okay. Well, you still had to spit it out. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't take anything for granted.
I was like, a trick question? Not a trick question. Okay. Good morning, everybody. We have light rain right now. Everything's moving south to north. But there's a fetch of moisture up here that eventually will be dropping down from the north. None of this amounts to a whole lot. This currently is just about all light shower activity and not that much of it. And that's going to be our day. Generally light showers and not that much of it. Cloudy skies, good visibility, 47 degrees outside. Comfortable day moving forward. We'll be up into the low to maybe 54 degrees for a high temperature. The shower chance ends later today. We'll be all dry tonight. Here is Chris McGinnis.
All right, let's take you to one of the older bridges in town, the Glenn Jackson Bridge, I-205. This is your southbound commute coming out of Clark County. You can see the road spray coming off the cars there. So obviously dealing with the wet roads this morning. Highway 26 out near 217. Man, that's a lot of road spray over on that side of town. And we'll switch gears one more time and show you the Markham Bridge. Again, no major issues on the freeways. A little wet out there, but so far, so good.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Today is the 9th day classes are canceled for tens of thousands of Portland Public School students as the teacher strike continues.
Yeah, the district and the teachers union are due back at the bargaining table today after talks yesterday failed to bring about a deal. But teachers did tell us that the district did address class sizes for the first time since the strike began. We know that managing class sizes is one of the top priorities of the teachers union, along with pay increases and more planning time.
Meanwhile, the district says the union's proposal would cost them an estimated $200 million more than their latest offer. We asked some students how they're feeling about missing so much class.
It's nice to have no school, but I feel like I'm just when's school gonna start? I kind of just want it to start now.
I get bored really easily, so it's kind of hard to have this going on. And I also miss a lot of my friends from school.
At first it was fun playing with my friends, but now I can't really play with my friends anymore. It's just nothing to do.
The district, meanwhile, called yesterday's mediation session unproductive. Teachers are set to hit the picket lines again today as negotiations will also continue to play out.
So with no clear end in sight, some of those students are finding ways to make positive contributions to their communities. Blair Best caught up with siblings from Grant High School who are helping the homeless.
As Portland teachers fight for change, students make a difference in their own way. Inside the kitchen of Blanchet House,
two over here,
a popular day center in Old Town for homeless people.
I think it's interesting that there's so many people that come through the doors.
I like the feeling of helping someone and making people happy.
With classes canceled, this brother and sister are left with little to do.
It's kind of boring just staying at home.
Don't really like that I'm doing nothing and I feel like I'm wasting my time.
So they're filling it by filling plates for those in need.
Volunteering at Blanchet House can teach students that people experiencing homelessness are human beings and they're in need of your compassion and help.
I know that it'll make them feel better, and it makes me feel better knowing that they have a bit more security.
During a time when that peace of mind is hard to come by for so many.
Especially when I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. There's nothing occupying my day currently. This is a good way to occupy my day.
Now, Blanchet House is always looking for more volunteers, specifically during lunch when students are typically in school. But they can also volunteer from home by doing things like creating care kits, bagged lunches, and also collecting winter clothing. Blair Best, KGW News.
And the moment the strike ends and kids are able to go back to school, we will tell you about it. In the meantime, stick with KGW News and KGW.com. We will be covering the strike as long as it lasts.
In the Beaverton School District, a cybersecurity breach may have compromised student passwords. The district posted this message to its website last night saying student passwords to email accounts, Google Documents, and other platforms may have been compromised. The district says students will be able to reset their passwords and get back into their accounts during school today.
Also happening today, Portland City Council is set to vote on a measure aimed at both investigating and punishing police officers accused of misconduct. This all stems from a ballot measure that Portland voters passed overwhelmingly 3 years ago in 2020. The measure creates an accountability board that has the authority to investigate and discipline officers who are found guilty of misconduct. Since it passed, City Council has been tweaking the proposal, and they're going to vote on this final idea today. If it passes, the final idea will be sent to the Department of Justice for their review before it takes effect. Today's meeting, by the way, is scheduled for 2 o'clock.
Well, this morning we have been following a story very closely, and it's Multnomah County fining AMR $500,000. It says the ambulance service is consistently failing to get to calls on time. It's supposed to reach most life-threatening calls within 8 minutes. But a county review of data from August found AMR frequently missed that mark.
What we've seen instead is that there's been no improvement in response times. In fact, we are seeing AMR expanding into other counties when they're having issues staffing and serving Multnomah County. For me, this was about accountability.
AMR blamed the issues on a nationwide shortage of paramedics and the county's strict requirements for ambulance staffing. In theory, Multnomah County could keep fining AMR every month until it's in compliance.
What are your thoughts on tipping? Because a new Pew Research poll has found something called tip fatigue is real, and people say they're sick of tipping culture. Coming up this morning after sunrise, the Today Show is breaking down the numbers. They'll be talking about how 7 in 10 Americans think tipping is expected in more places now versus, say, 5 years ago. And only 1/3 of people say it's easy to know how much to tip for different services. That and more all coming up today, right after sunrise.
I would say, and I'm being serious, don't allow yourself to be shamed into tipping. If you think you're in an establishment where this is absurd, really, this type of business wants a tip now, it's easy to get shamed into doing it. I've been better at not allowing myself to be shamed into doing it. And I know we disagree. But in my defense, I've done more of these jobs than you have, my dear. And I've worked where it was all about service and it was not about, and plus this comes at a time where minimum wage is up. So what you're buying is more expensive than ever. And quite frankly, my tip is included in that minimum wage that I am paying for as a consumer that went up.
So I take a little bit different issue. That's fine for you. But the way I feel is that if I can afford it and the service is good, I'm not talking about tipping bad service. If I can afford it, and I can right now, but wait till I stop working here.
Whoa,
I may not tip you quite as much. But when I can and I like my Starbucks or whatever, I'm going to tip the person.
Well, if you like it, absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying.
It's become a thing where it's almost... And the big problem is, I got to go on.
No, wait, you guys continue to handle that. I'll come over here and do the weather.
Drew's got the weather.
Here's all the big problems, Drew.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't do, is it Andrea or Andre? I can't do it. I can't do the weather.
Come back here to the desk.
Well, go ahead. Finish your thought,
You're also
Rod.
being asked to tip now. At the moment you're handed something, at that moment you don't know if they got your order right. You don't know if it's
in the drive-through line, for example.
Right?
Yes, you're right.
Tipping's supposed to be looking back on, oh, that was great. Thank you. All right.
Talk about this on the air today, or should we save it for later?
Let's keep going. Fall colors. I posted this on my Facebook page to send me in your photos. A lot of you did. They're really pretty, right? You know, that wind we had over the weekend knocked a lot of the leaves down, as you are well aware. But now Fall colors. Andrea McNeil posted this. I'm not sure where she lives at, but beautiful horses and just gorgeous. And here's one that you recognize where we're at. That, of course, is the Vista House up at Crown Point. Some really pretty fall colors out in the gorge. Again, these were posted, I think, mainly before the wind last weekend kind of knocked all the leaves out of the trees. You can see the beautiful photos on my KGW Ride Hill Facebook page. All right, here we go. We've got light showers currently moving up from the south. Later today, we'll have some rain, mostly light, coming down from the north. So we're kind of in the middle of two weak weather flows. There's not a lot on radar right now. I think light showers could certainly pick up at times, but overall, if you have a gauge, you're not going to find a lot of total moisture, less than 5/100ths of an inch. I want to, here's a little bit of rain picking up in Clark County at 12:30. That's from that northern branch coming through, but that quickly moves out. Tonight, we're totally dry. Now, look at this. This is Futurecast picking up valley fog in the morning. I'm going to play it through the day. Some areas don't clear. And if you don't clear out of the low clouds tomorrow, you will struggle to hit 40, while sunny spots that develop will be 50 or better. So getting into that time of the year, we'll start to see these foggy areas not clear out all over the place. 47 currently in Portland, Salem, 41 degrees in the Dalles. And here's our 7-day forecast. Light showers 54, fog to sun, some areas remaining cloudy tomorrow. And then we have the rain picking up on Saturday into